Revenge films.
That day, I went to shop for groceries with my son. Then, after shopping, when I was parking our car at the parking lot, something unbelievable happened. I stepped out of the car and felt something strange. I looked back, and there was a woman standing behind me. She was looking at my car and said,
Hey, what a nice car.
she said. I was surprised about what she had said and replied, "Oh, thank you." Then she said in a nonchalant manner,
Hey, let me borrow this car.
I have never met this person before, so I didn't know why she asked me so nonchalantly. I don't understand what you're saying.
I said, let me borrow your car.
I can't lend my car to a stranger.
It's fine. It's a nice car. I've always wanted to ride a car like this. So could you please lend it to me?
Huh? I started getting scared of this woman who doesn't budge, so I rounded up and went home with my son. The next day, I went out and drove the car. I wonder what yesterday was about. She was in the same parking lot, so she probably lives in the same apartment as us. I hope I don't meet her again, I thought, and went to the parking lot. I had a bad feeling.
Hi, are you going out?
She was there again at our parking space. What's more is that she seemed to be waiting for me instead of coincidence.
Hey, about yesterday, I'll go out with my friends on Saturday, so please.
Huh? I never said that I'll lend it to you.
Yeah, that's why I came here to ask you, stupid.
I don't understand at all. No matter how many times you ask me, I can't lend you this car. What do you mean by stupid when we've never even met before? Aren't you embarrassed in front of your child? I'm embarrassed, so please don't talk to me again.
Huh? Do you think you could talk to me like that? I'll tell my dad, so brace yourself.
Huh? Your dad?
Don't mimic me. My dad is the chief clerk. Your husband probably can't oppose him. But it's too late to apologize. What a feeling. But it's too late to regret.
Actually, there's a reason why she emphasized chief clerk. Sorry for the late explanation, but the apartment we're living in is company owned. Meaning our neighbors are all employees of the same company, so this person is using her husband's position to threaten me. I look younger than her, so she probably thought that my husband is a low-rank employee, but is she really fine with that? My husband is in the management position. I guess I'll let her be. Go on, tell your dad or whoever. Oh, I'll tell you my name so you can tell him. I'm Smith. I look forward to hearing from your husband.
Why are you so open all of a sudden? I don't care what happens,
she said angrily and walked away. I wonder what will happen. That day, I told my husband everything while we had dinner.
Huh? That happened? If he's the chief clerk in the same department, it's probably Williams. I'll talk to him tomorrow.
Thank you. The wife is quite bad-tempered. After dinner, I tucked my son in bed and the doorbell rang.
Who could it be at this hour?
When the door opened, a man and that woman were standing.
I'm very sorry for the trouble caused by my wife.
The man is that woman's husband.
Williams.
Just as we thought, it's Mr. Williams from the same department. Understanding the situation, he turned white with fear. I looked at the woman to see if she understood what was happening, but...
What? Why are you apologizing? It's crazy,
she rambled on to her husband.
Mr. Williams, please stop bowing. There was no actual damage done, so it's not a problem. Yes, but we're really sorry for saying something rude.
Looking at her husband and her husband taking, she couldn't suppress her anger, so she crosses her arms and glares while her husband apologizes. By the way, Mrs. Williams, what do you think about making your husband apologize? Your husband will be the one in trouble if something occurs at work. Don't you understand?
There are no troubles. You're just making things up.
You're the one who started all of this, and even barged into our house.
I can't believe you're using your husband's position for the trouble between us. Stop getting your husband involved in a simple lending of car.
I have a lot of things to say back to her, but I can't find the words. Her husband is trembling and can't utter a single word.
A simple lending of cars?
The woman's words stuck in my husband's head. Actually, my husband has always wanted the car we have now. So, when he got promoted, he bought it as a commemorative gift.
I understand, Mrs. Smith. If you really want to borrow it, go ahead, use it. However, if there is even a single scratch, replace it with a new car. That's what it means to borrow.
What are you saying? Only if I scratch it, right? I can borrow it as much as I want if I don't scratch it, right?
Of course, you can borrow it as much as you want, but there's no guarantee that you can pay for the full price if you scratch it. So please, bring half the amount and I'll lend it to you. Then, when you bring the car back, I'll give back your money. It's a simple borrowing and lending process, so it's easy, right?
Saying that, he happily typed the amount on his phone and showed it to them.
What? It's that expensive? Oh, I'm tired listening to your whines about money. Whatever, stupid car. If your wife is stupid, then as the husband, you're stupid too.
You!
Her husband looks pitiful, trembling by her side. But I can't forgive her for making fun of my husband even if I don't care. You've been saying stupid stuff, but why don't you think this is real stupid? Can't you see that your husband is having a hard time because of your stupidity? What kind of nerves do you have for disrespecting your husband's superior? Mr. Williams, your wife is crazy. You've been keeping your mouth shut, but please, say something.
Yes, I'm very sorry for what happened.
Then, he finally did something and forced his wife to apologize by pressing her head to the ground.
I'm really sorry.
Even while being forced, she moved her arms and resisted. She looked like a monster.
It's my fault for not disciplining my wife. I won't let her do the same thing ever again, so please. Right. I'm stupid, so I might forget even if I promise. Oh no. Just kidding. I feel sorry for you, Mr. Williams. However, I will be relentless if something ever happens again.
Looking at my husband smiling like that, I almost laughed. He even made a joke about being called stupid. After that, if the car was scratched while parked at the company's parking lot, the Williams will have to buy a new one. Not to come close to me and my son, and lastly, not to say anything at work about today. We created a contract and signed. The woman hesitated until the end, but the husband made sure she did. Before going home, she was forced by her husband to apologize and somehow did. I sympathize for Mr. Williams. After that, my husband didn't leak to the company about that day. However, Mr. Williams looked too close with my husband, and my husband is having a hard time because of rumors. After that, Mr. Williams divorced that woman. Just as expected, she's too bad-tempered. I don't know where she is now and what she's doing, but I don't want to get involved with her ever again.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.